Where I will pick up a bone is when I hear that, for example, a man says a woman shouldn't work, and I'll be like, what now? Excuse you? Or let's say some society or some church or some mosque or some tells you how to live. I'm like, excuse you. Hi guys, welcome to the Shades of Us vlog. I am Ramat. So today I want to look at the downside of feminism. Growing up, I wanted to work, I wanted to make my money, I wanted to pay my bills, I wanted to be independent. And when Neo was thinking about independent woman, I was like, yes, sing my music, talk my talk, And I was so excited about wanting to do that because I felt like women were not allowed to do a whole lot of things. And it started with me wanting to be a doctor because every girl in my class didn't want to be a doctor. So I wanted to be a doctor because of that. I wanted to show the world I could be whatever I wanted to be. There was this point where I even said I was going to be a neurosurgeon. I should have known that I didn't have the temperament for it or the patience, but those kind of things. As I grew up and I realized how much of a feminist I was and how much feminism mattered to me, I began to clamor for women to work, for women to be able to go into whatever field they wanted to and to take over whatever field they wanted to. And that was just my life, basically. So I was good. I was really good with putting out my thoughts out there. And I used to call out women who didn't work. So generally, I used to think that once a woman didn't work, that it was as a result of a man trying to put his influence on her. And there are men who do that, husbands who say their wives shouldn't work, fathers who believe that women's places should be in the homes and stuff like that. So for the longest time, I just used to say to everyone who cared to listen that a woman had to work, a woman had to do what she had to do, a woman had to show the world that she was not under anybody or, stuff like that. So this year I started to really analyze myself to see if that was feminism or if that was in a way like the patriarchy that we were fighting against. And I had to do major analysis and really look at the definition of the term feminism. Knowing that feminism is about equal access, equal opportunities, and equality for everybody, men and women, I understood that feminism was also about the choices that we made about our lives. So if, for example, a person said they didn't want to work, that's a woman now who said she didn't want to work. It was within her right to say she didn't want to work. If a woman said she wanted to work, it was within her right to do so too. But you see, because I was having this belief that women had to work, women had to show the world that, where I was really biased against women who didn't work. And I used to go out and be like, why are you wasting your life? Why are you doing this? And it was really wrong because, and I'm not ashamed to admit that I was wrong, that I was also trying to impose my own views on people, which is the fight we've had against patriarchy in the first place. That you do not impose your ideologies or your discriminations or your stereotypes on us. And I was trying to project and ask people to live a certain way when they had choices. Now, this is the point. There are women who say they don't want to work. Guess what? That is okay. If it is the woman's choice not to work, then it's okay. She can decide, I don't want to work, I'm good, I'm fine, I want to be taken care of by a man. Yes, for us, it doesn't look good because we feel that women should be empowered, women should be strong, women should do what they want to do. But a woman who has chosen to live that way is within her rights. And it doesn't make her any less of a woman, any less of an intelligent being, just because she doesn't want to work like a whole lot of feminists. This also goes to women who wear makeup, because there are feminists who believe that women shouldn't wear makeup, women shouldn't be sexual objects that women shouldn't be treated as sexual objects. But then again, there are women who want to be treated as sexual objects. So do you now say because we are feminists that we deny these women their rights to be treated as sexual objects? Another thing is that there are women who say they want to cook or they want to take care of their babies exclusively where the man isn't helping or stuff like that. So when you have women who do all of these things, and these are just random examples, not saying that they tie into feminism or anything, but when you have women who say, okay, you know what, I want to cook for my husband, I want to clean for my husband, I want to take care of my husband, I want to, whatever it is that she believes, she's within her right to do so. If on the flip side, a woman says, you know what, I don't want to cook, and because I don't want to cook, I probably will hire a chef or something. She's also within her right to do that. And that understanding really opened up my mind to how evil, or for lack of a better word though, to how my feminism had been for the longest of time. So I really needed to change that. So here are the things. If a woman decides that she wants to cover up, as mostly women do, she's within her right. If a woman decides that she wants to wear trousers, leave her hair open, do whatever, she's within her right. If a woman, however, decides she wants to make money off of her sexuality, put up her breasts outside, put up her nether region outside, like in the case of Amber Rose, or put up a nude picture like Kim Kardashian and say, this is the person I want to be, it is still within my context of respecting their right to choose that, their right to do that, regardless of what you think about it. So it becomes tricky because people want to be able to speak about freedom and yet constrain people. And I think that's the downside of feminism. We try to speak about women being free, exploring their freedom, doing things around their freedom, being free, and all of those things we say. But we still want to constrain women to certain stereotypes that suits our interests, whether it's not wearing makeup or not cooking or whatever it is, conversation that, or now putting up your sexiness isn't feminism or stuff like that. You can't say you're a feminist if you're not willing to look at the next person's right to choose their own path. And that is what I think I have come to understand. So I am more accommodating of people. I'm more willing to say, you know what, she has her choices, she has decided to do this, fine. Where I will pick up a bone is when I hear that, for example, a man says a woman shouldn't work, and I'll be like, what now? Excuse you? Or let's say some society or some church or some mosque or some tells you how to live. I'm like, excuse you? As long as the choice is the woman's, I think as feminists we should be willing to accept them, even though it goes against what we believe to be true, or to be fact, or to be whatever it is we want to call it, from our own vantage points. So it's important, I think, that we respect people, respect their wishes, respect their rights to do and live and be whatever they want to be. So I want to ask you a question though. Does it irk you if you're a feminist? Does it irk you does it get you riled up if you see women who are not supposedly fitting into the feminist ideal? Does it get to you? And why does it get to you if you are all about freedom of expression, freedom to make the choice, freedom to be who they want to be? I think in the famous or not so famous words of Nathan John, the writer, he said, be and let be. Okay, so I'm going to curse. He said, live and let live, be and let live. Because I'm talking to a large audience, I have have sex with whoever you want to be and let people have sex with who they want to be. And you probably know exactly how he said it, but I think it's important that we realize that everyone has a choice. Everyone has a right to be who they want to be, in whatever they want to be, even though it doesn't work with what we think is the ideal way things should be done. And as feminists, it is on us to respect people's choices. And I don't think I can overemphasize that enough. So that's about it on the show today. I've been really glad talking to you. And I hope that we can all begin to be more open to people's choices, decisions, and lifestyles. Subscribe to the vlog at Shades of Us Africa and follow our blog at shadesofus.co.uk. That's all from me today. I hope you have yourself a really wonderful day. Hugs and kisses from Ramat. Bye.